I took 10 foundations, drugstore bottles, luxury bottles, the $70 designer ones the magazines tell us we're supposed to want, and I tested every single one on real mature skin. Skin with lines, dry patches, history. Then I ranked them, worst to best. And I'm telling you now, some of the names near the bottom are going to make you gasp, because half of you are probably wearing one of them right now. The one that won, it cost a fraction of the price of the fancy ones, and I did not expect to be saying its name out loud. But first, let me tell you about the woman who sat in my chair last Tuesday, because she's the reason I made this. She came in holding a foundation bottle like it had personally insulted her. $70, designer name. She set it down on my station, looked at me in the mirror, and said, I put this on in the morning, and within an hour it sinks into every line on my face. I look 10 years older than when I started. What am I doing wrong? And I stopped her right there, because that's the part that breaks my heart. That phrase, what am I doing wrong? Women our age always think it's something we did. Wrong technique. Not enough primer. Didn't set it right. We've been trained to take the blame for it. No, she did nothing wrong. The foundation was never built for skin like ours in the first place. So I decided to stop letting these companies off the hook. I've been doing makeup for 30 years. Thousands of women have sat in this chair. And here's the thing nobody in the beauty industry will say out loud. The foundation that looked flawless on you at 35 is the exact same foundation that betrays you at 50. Same bottle, same formula, completely different result. And it's not because your skin got worse, it's because your skin changed. And the makeup never changed with it. Here's what actually happens, and once you hear it, you'll never look at a foundation the same way again. As we get older, our skin makes less oil, so a formula that used to melt right in now just sits there with nothing to grab onto. Our skin also renews itself slower, which means texture and fine lines that used to bounce back now stay visible. And we get drier, in patches, in places we never used to, around the nose, along the jaw, under the eyes. So when you put on a foundation that was designed for a glowing, oily 25-year-old face, it does the exact opposite of what it promises. It clings to the dry spots, it pools in the lines, and it cracks. That's not a you problem, that's a chemistry problem. The product was built for a face you no longer have. Your skin didn't betray you, it grew up, and your makeup needs to grow up with it. Once you understand that, this whole list makes sense, so let's get into it. Worst to best. Number 10. CoverGirl Simply Ageless. 2 out of 10, and honestly, that might be generous. Here's the thing that makes me crazy about this one. The name says ageless. This foundation aged me 5 years and 5 minutes. It goes on thick. It sits right on top of your skin like a mask, and by lunchtime it has crept into every single line you've got. But the worst part isn't even the formula. It's the marketing. They aim this thing straight at us. At women over 45 who are just trying to look like ourselves on a good day. They put the word ageless on the bottle and sold us the exact formula that ages us most. That's not a mistake. Save your money on this one, ladies. I mean it. And if you think that's bad, the next one is the one half of you swear you can't live without. Number 9, Bare Minerals Original Powder. 3 out of 10, and I know everybody and their mother swears by this one, so I'm about to make some people mad. But I'm going to say it anyway. Powder on mature skin is a trap. It clings to every dry patch you have. It makes your texture look 10 times worse, and it gives you that chalky, flat, dusty look that just screams tired before you've even had your coffee. I had a client who used this every single day for years, swore up and down she couldn't live without it. So one day I sat her down and I said, just trust me, let me try one thing. I switched her off powder completely, and when she looked back up in the mirror, she went quiet. Then she said, is that the same face? She looked 5 years younger and almost didn't believe it was her. I love you, but put the powder down. Number 8, Tarte Amazonian Clay, also a 3 out of 10. Girl, this is basically cement on mature skin. It dries down so fast, and once it sets, it is not moving. It grabs onto every fine line, every pore, and just parks itself there for the entire day. And here's the real problem. If you have any dryness at all, and let's be honest, at our age we all do, this foundation will find it. It will hunt down every dry patch on your face and make it 10 times more obvious. Beautiful idea. Wrong skin, but at least it committed to something. The next one is just a pretty bottle and a broken promise. Number 7, Hourglass Vanish Stick. 4 out of 10. Now, the packaging is gorgeous. I will absolutely give them that. It looks expensive sitting on your vanity, but on our skin, this is a fight. The stick drags and pulls across your face. So you're basically battling your own skin just trying to blend it out. And then it settles into your lines almost instantly and makes everything look dry and textured. So you've got this stunning bottle and a finish that ages you. Pretty bottle, though. At least it tried something. The next one didn't even bother. Number 6, L'Oreal True Match. 5 out of 10. And 5 is exactly the right number because this one is just fine. It blends okay. The shades are decent. The price is right. You're not going to embarrass yourself walking out the door. But it's also not doing one single thing for us. It doesn't smooth. It doesn't blur. It doesn't make your skin look better than it is. It just kind of exists on your face. I had a client tell me she'd worn this for 10 years, and when I asked what she thought of it, she couldn't name one nice thing about it. And she couldn't name one bad thing either. That right there is the whole review. 10 years of just fine. And at our age, I think we deserve to love what we put on. From here on up, these finally start earning their place. Starting with one that's going to make some of you gasp at the price tag. Number 5, Chanel Le Beige. 6 out of 10, and this one genuinely makes me a little sad because it feels so luxurious going on, and for about 2 hours, you look incredible. Lit from within, expensive, the works. And then it starts to go. It fades unevenly, and as it fades, it slips into your smile lines and your under eyes. So you don't just lose the foundation, you actually look more tired and more lined by mid-afternoon than you did with nothing on at all. For $70, I need it to hold that beautiful first hour finish past lunch, and it just won't. It's gorgeous for a photo at 10 in the morning. It's working against you by 3. Quick favor before we hit the top 4. If this is helping you, do me a favor and hit subscribe. I break down beauty for grown women every single week, the honest way. No sponsors deciding what I'm allowed to say. Now, let's get into the ones that actually earn it. Number 4, Jones Road. What the foundation? 7 out of 10, and now we're finally talking. I actually love this one. It's like a balm that melts right into your skin and gives you this gorgeous, dewy, healthy, alive glow. It does not settle into your lines, and your skin genuinely looks like skin. Not like something you painted on top of it. The only catch, and it's a real one, is that the coverage is basically nothing. So if you need to cover dark spots or redness, you're going to want a little concealer on top exactly where it counts. But that finish? Chef's kiss. For a lot of women, this is the one that finally proves less product was the secret all along. But if you want that glow and coverage and a finish that survives the whole day, keep listening, because the next 2 are where this gets serious. Number 3, Shiseido Synchro Skin Radiant Lifting. 8 out of 10, and this one genuinely caught me off guard. It goes on smooth, it stays smooth, and I swear to you, your face actually looks tighter and firmer by the end of the day instead of more tired. It doesn't cling to anything, it doesn't break down, it just wears like a dream from morning to night. And here's what kills me. Nobody talks about this foundation, nobody. For mature skin, it is seriously, seriously impressive. This is the one I keep recommending to clients who then come back and ask me why nobody told them about it sooner. So how does anything beat that? 2 ways. The next one does it with pure luxury, and the one after that does it for a third of the price. Number 2, Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection. 9 out of 10. Now this is what luxury is actually supposed to feel like. The second it touches your face, you know it's different. Everything looks blurred, smooth, glowy, like you just came back from 2 weeks somewhere warm. Your face looks rested and expensive, but it doesn't look like you tried, and that is the whole magic of it. Yes, it's pricey, but this is one of those rare times where you really do get what you pay for. And yet, as good as it is, it still didn't take the top spot, because the one that beat it isn't luxury at all. It's the cheapest serious foundation on this entire list. And after 30 years in this chair, I did not see it coming. And number 1. After 30 years and 10 foundations tested on real mature skin, the one that beat everything was Luxe Cosmetics Foundation. And I'll be honest with you, I fully expected to put one of the expensive names up here. I didn't. This is the one that finally did the thing I keep begging these foundations to do. It stays looking fresh from morning straight through to night. No caking, no ashiness, none of that settling into the lines that ruined almost everything else on this list. On my clients, it just sits like skin instead of sitting on top of skin. 3 things earned it the top spot, and I want to be specific so you can judge for yourself. 1, It's got niacinamide and hyaluronic acid right in the formula. So instead of drying my women out like half these bottles do, it's actually doing something for the skin while it's on the skin. 2. The tone matched on more of my clients than I expected, without me standing there blending 3 different shades together to fake a match. And 3. It held that fresh finish past the afternoon, which is exactly where the $70 bottles fell apart. It outperformed every single foundation on this list for me. And the part I keep turning over in my head is that it did it for less than most of them, after Luxury Bottle let these women down. Tells you something. Price was never the thing that mattered. The formula was. And I'll tell you, it's cheaper on Amazon than anywhere else I found it. So I'm gonna leave a link down in the description below for you. So let me say the thing I wish somebody had told that woman in my chair last Tuesday, years ago. It was never your face. It was never your technique. You didn't suddenly forget how to do your own makeup after doing it beautifully for 40 years. The formulas failed you, and the companies that made them never once thought about skin like ours. That's the whole truth. Your skin at this age is not a problem to be covered up. It just needs the right thing on it, made by someone who actually accounted for you. So if you take one thing from all of this, stop blaming yourself for what a bad formula did and put something on that face that was actually built for it. You're going to look in the mirror and finally see what I see in my chair every single day.